Chapter 24. Sati's Test of Rama's Divinity. Nārada said, "O Brahmā, Lord of all beings, the merciful one with great intellect, you have recounted the magnificent glory of Satī and Shiva. Please tell me more of their divine glory. What did the celestial couple, Shiva and Shivā, do next while residing on that sacred mountain?" Brahmā said, "O sage, listen carefully to the tale of Satī and Shiva. Following the ways of the world, they engaged in their divine pastimes every day. Then, according to tradition, it is said that the great goddess Satī was separated from her husband Shiva. Shakti and Isa are eternally united, like the word and its meaning. O sage, how can true separation occur between them? Or since Satī and Shiva are immersed in divine sports, whatever they do is proper, for they follow the eternal conventions of the cosmos. At the time of her father's sacrifice, Satī was forsaken by her husband. In response to the disrespect shown to Shiva, she cast off her mortal body there. She was then reborn as Parvati, daughter of the Himalayas. After performing rigorous penance for several years, she attained Shiva as her husband once more. Sītā said, after hearing these words of Brahmā, Nārada inquired further about the grandeur of Shiva and Shivā. Nārada said, "O Brahmā, disciple of Vishnu, most fortunate one, kindly explain in greater detail the story of Shiva and Shivā, who follow the conventions of the world." "O venerable one, why did Shiva abandon his wife, who was dearer to him than his very life? This seems strange. Please explain. Why did your son Daksa show such disrespect to Shiva during the sacrifice? How did Satī abandon her body at her father's sacrifice? What transpired after that? What did Shiva do next? Please narrate all of this in detail, for I am eager to listen." Brahmā said, "O dear Nārada, the most exalted of my sons, listen attentively, along with the sages, to the story of the moon-crested Lord. After bowing to Lord Shiva, the supreme Brahman, who is served by Vishnu and the other gods, I shall now explain the story of his wondrous deeds. Everything Shiva does is a divine sport. He engages in numerous divine pastimes, and he is independent and eternal. Satī, too, is of the same divine nature. O sage, who else but Lord Shiva can perform such extraordinary feats? Shiva alone is the supreme soul and Brahman, whom we all, Vishnu, the Devas, sages, and the noble Siddhas, worship. O beloved one, Shiva is that Lord whose glory is eternally sung by Sēsa with boundless joy, and yet his glory is inexhaustible. The illusion of this world arises from his divine play. No one is to be blamed for it. The all-pervading Lord is the instigator of all. Once, Shiva, accompanied by Satī and seated on his bull, roamed the earth as part of his divine sports. As he wandered through the earth surrounded by oceans, he came to the Dandaka forest, where he pointed out to Satī the beauty of the surroundings. There Shiva encountered Rāma, who was in search of Sītā, abducted deceitfully by the demon king Ravana. Lakṣmaṇa was also present. Rāma, tormented by the pangs of separation from Sītā, was crying out, "Alas, Sītā!" He lamented pitiably, casting anxious glances in every direction. Yearning for her return, Rāma was deep in thought about her whereabouts. The adverse positions of the planets had left him sorrowful and without his usual radiance. The great and noble Shiva, who is Purnakama, the one whose desires are fully fulfilled, approached Rāma, who was wandering the forest with Lakṣmaṇa in his moment of distress. With delight, Shiva bowed to Rāma, wishing him victory. As he moved deeper into the forest, he revealed himself to Rāma. Satī said, "O Lord, the supreme Brahman, who is served by all the Devas, Vishnu, Brahmā, and others, thou art worthy of eternal worship. Thou art worthy of meditation always. Thy true nature can only be realized through deep metaphysical understanding. Thou art the indestructible eternal Lord. O Lord, who are these two figures, apparently grief-stricken by the pain of separation? They are heroic archers, yet deeply distressed. Why do they wander the forest in such misery? How is it that thou, being the supreme Lord, delight in the presence of the elder of the two, who appears like a blue lotus in complexion? O Lord Shiva, this behavior seems strange. Shouldn't the master bow to the servant rather than the other way around? Please clarify this doubt." Brahma said, Sati, the primordial Shakti, was deluded by Shiva's divine illusion and asked him this question. Lord Shiva said, O goddess Sati, listen attentively. There is no deception in this. I bow to them, not out of subservience, but due to the power of the boon I granted them. These two are brothers, Rama and Lakṣmaṇa. They are heroic and wise sons of King Dasaratha, born into the solar dynasty. The fair-complexioned one is Lakṣmaṇa, the partial incarnation of Sītā, and the elder one is Rāma, the complete incarnation of Vishnu. Rāma is invincible and cannot be subdued. Rāma has incarnated on earth for the protection of the righteous and for our welfare. Saying this, Shiva paused. Brahma said, Even after hearing these words of Shiva, Sati's heart was not fully convinced. Shiva's Maya indeed is powerful enough to delude even the three worlds. Lord Shiva said, O goddess, if your mind is still not convinced, I will give you a way to test Rama's divinity. Use your own wisdom to confirm the truth. Go to him, for he stands beneath the Vata tree. You may test him until your doubts are dispelled. Brahma said, following Shiva's command. Sati, still under the influence of Shiva's illusion, thought to herself, How shall I test Rama, the forest dweller? I will assume the form of Sītā and approach him. If Rama is truly Vishnu, he will recognize me, otherwise he will not. With this plan, Sati, deluded by Shiva's Maya, took the form of Sītā and approached Rama to test him. Brahma said, when Rama saw Sati disguised as Sītā, he immediately uttered the name of Shiva, recognized the truth and smiled. He bowed to her and said, Rama said, O Sati, I bow to you. Where is Shiva? How is it that you are here alone without your husband? O goddess Sati, why have you assumed this form of Sītā? Please tell me the reason for this transformation. Brahma said, on hearing these words, Sati was stunned. Remembering Shiva's words and realizing the truth of them, she felt ashamed. Recognizing Rama as Vishnu, she returned to her original form. With great joy she spoke to Rama. Sati said, Lord Shiva, together with me and his attendants, wandered the earth, and upon seeing you in the forest, he bowed to you with great reverence. He marveled at your greatness. Seeing Vishnu in his four-armed form, Shiva was not as pleased as when he saw your simple, pure form. O Rama, upon hearing Shiva's words, my heart was filled with doubt, but now, at his bidding, I came to test your divinity. I now realize that you are Vishnu incarnate, the Supreme Lord. My doubts are dispelled. But I still have one question. How is it that you have become worthy of Shiva's worship? Brahma said, Rama, hearing these words from Sati, was filled with delight. His eyes radiated with divine brilliance, and love for Shiva surged in his heart. O sage, Rama, without explicit permission from Shiva, did not approach him. Instead, he spoke again to Sati, describing Shiva's greatness.